welcome to the away days uh, potential golden boot winner. So I'm going to give you five players that I think are worth a punt when it comes to picking the golden boot winners. Um, so yeah, we're just gonna get it cracking. But before we get it cracking, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and that you like the video. So the first person is quite obvious. Obviously, if you're an England fan, um, you're going to be picking this guy as the number one pick. He's definitely the favourite. 5-1 with the bookies. Harry Kane. He's had an amazing season with Tottenham Hotspurs. He was a leading top scorer, also top of assists, and there's just nothing this guy can't do. So for me, he's got to be the favourite. And obviously, when you're looking at who's gonna win the Golden Boot, you're sort of looking at who's gonna progress through the group stages, and surely England must make it out of the group stages, barring a travesty, to be honest. Harry Kane is pretty much 1 in 2 for England, or a bit better than that actually. I think he scored, is it 34 goals in 54 games? So he's better than 1 in 2, and just the form that he's in at the moment, anything's possible. So Harry Kane is definitely the favourite. So if you just want to win some money, and you don't mind how much, then obviously £1 gets you a fiver back. So Harry Kane for me is the favourite, and yeah, he's pretty much a cert. Um, the second person who I say is an interesting choice is Immobile for Italy. Again, he's had an amazing season this year, and I think people won't be choosing this guy based on Italy. They're not the most attacking team out there. But you just can't knock this guy's record, and I think he's a little bit slept on for how good he actually is as well, to be honest. I think Italy are going to do well, so, and if they are to do well in this competition, it's going to be down to their strikers and Immobile, and the form that he's in, and he's 22-1, so again, he's more than worth a punt. So yeah, get some money on Immobile if you're just looking for that outside chance. Now, this is the next one that I've got. People are gonna laugh at me, but there's a method. There's a method to my madness. Tiger Tim, Timo Werner. He's my wild card. I've got two wild cards, and he's the number one wild card. Um, Obviously, the season that he's had at Chelsea, he's obviously just won the Champions League. So in his eyes, he's had a good season. His record wasn't as bad as people were making out, but I think just the chances that he missed probably got a few Chelsea fans' backs up, and it was also a bit of banter for the rest of us. So Timo Werner is my wild card because I think obviously he's playing for Germany, so it's a lot different than playing for Chelsea. I think Germany are going to play to his strengths. The some of the players that he's got around him as well, it's just going to elevate his game. His record for Germany is a lot better, obviously, than it is for Chelsea. And I think what Timo Werner wants is to be loved, and I think he wants to be comfortable, and I think he gets that when he's playing for Germany. So yeah, Timo Werner is an outside chance, and he's my wild card at 25-1. I think that's good odds for Timo Werner. And again, when I'm looking at some of these players, I'm looking at how far do I think they're going to go into the tournament, in the tournament, sorry. And again, I'm expecting Germany to do quite well. So yeah, he's definitely one to be watching out for, to be honest. Timo Werner. This one's another wild card, but people are going to be thinking, why is it a wild card? Um, Lewandowski. Again, 25-1. So he's at the same price as Timo Werner, which is crazy considering this guy just scored 40, I think it was 41 league goals for Bayern Munich this season. But the reason why I think his price is quite low is because he's playing for Poland. Obviously, playing for Poland and playing for Bayern Munich are two different things. As much as Poland are going to want to give him the ball, I think they're going to be setting up to be quite defensive. So the amount of chances that he's going to get for Poland are not going to be as high as what he gets playing for Bayern Munich. But he is Robert Lewandowski, and I just think any chance he gets, he's going to be taking them. So again, 25 to 1. I think that's very, very good for him. You know, put a tenner on him and you're getting £250 back, and it's not like he's a terrible striker that you're just, you know, just slapping money on. He's actually a genuine world class striker, and if he's not the best number 9 in the world, then he's second best to Cade. So it's between those two. In terms of just being an actual striker, I think this guy is the most deadliest striker in the world, and I think he is the best striker in the world. So 25 to 1 on Robert Lewandowski, for me, is a good bet. Then I've got the last but not least, the Wonder Kid. Now, some places have got him at 66 to 1. Some places have got him at 100 to 1. So at 100 to 1, putting a pound on Felix to be number 1 goal scorer is, in my eyes, is crazy. He's playing for Portugal, so it's not the Portugal of a couple of years ago, or I'll say 3 or 4 years ago, where they looked like they were coming to the end and they were getting a bit stuck in the mud. Now they've got a nice young team, obviously with the exception of Cristiano Ronaldo, who's still banging in his age. They still got Silva, they got Bruno Fernandes, they got Felix. They've got quite a few players, and I think the way they're going to be playing, they're going to set up to attack. So he's another dark horse, and he's in my Wonder Kids section, and who I think he's going to have. I think he's due to have a good tournament. I know his league record wasn't the greatest, 7 goals in 31 games, but again, this is international level, and I think it's going to be set up for him to have a massive tournament. So I'm interested in seeing what he's going to do this competition. So that was just my top 5 picks. But obviously there's going to be honourable mentions to people like Lukaku, who actually I think is going to be the top scorer. Obviously I had to have who I thought was going to be the main, who was actually the favourite, which was Harry Kane. But in terms of who I actually think is going to be the number 1 top goal scorer is Lukaku, and then we've got people like Cristiano Ronaldo that you can't just discount because he's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's going to have penalties on his side, so if Portugal did get penalties, he's going to be taking them. So he's going to be up there. Obviously, Benzema's back in the fray now for France. We've also got Griezmann, we've got Olivier Giroud, who obviously is 5 off being France's leading top scorer ever. So again, he's can't bet against him. And a couple of outsiders got Depay at Holland. So yeah, there's quite a few players that it could be. But I've got my money on Lukaku being the number 1 top goal scorer. And just let me know in the comments who you think is going to be the top scorer. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Enjoy your evening, and let's just hope for a good tournament. It starts tomorrow, so let's just hope for a great first game, and let's